Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of 𝐓𝐻𝐇. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful bubu or kaftan dress with Ankara patch in a circle font. So if this is what you are looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. I made this one that is showing on the screen. So in this tutorial I'll be showing you step-by-step process on how to cut out the Ankara patch and how to attach it neatly to the bubu dress. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us today. If you are yet to click subscribe, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. Alright, now so to make the kaftan or the bubu dress with the Ankara circle patch, now I have about 3 yards of crepe here. So I folded it into 4. So you fold it into 2, then you fold it into 4. So I have about 3 yards of it here like this. So after folding, now I'm going to draw out the border line. I have the border line drawn here like this. So I folded it into 2, I mean into 4, because I want to draft both the front and the back. I want to cut it together. So the first thing we're doing is to determine the neck waist. So I'm working with the neck width of 3 inches. So the depth of the back neck, so I'm doing V neck for the front and circle neck for the back. So for the depth of the back, now I'll be using 1 inch as the neck depth. The front, that is a V neck, I'm going to be using 8 inches, or how deep or how high you want it to be. So I have it marked out like this. So for the front, so I have this shape for the front, and for the back, I have this for the back neckline. So the next thing is to determine the shoulder width. So my shoulder divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I have it there. And the length of the sleeve, so you can use as wide as you want it to be, but I'll be using 14 inches for my neck width. So I'll mark out 14 inches here. So on this line here, I'll do the shoulder slope, step down by 1 inch, then I'll connect it to the shoulder line. Okay, so this is about the neckline. So after you are done marking out the neckline, now you determine the sleeve, how wide the opening of the sleeve, how wide you want it to be. So from this 1 inch I step down, now I'm going to go down by 12 inches. So I'll mark the 12 inches here like this. So I've marked the 12 inches here. So I'll come to the shoulder line now. Okay, so now that I've stepped down for the shoulder slope, now to know what to mark here, so I'm going to mark whatever I have on the shoulder area here. So for this one, I have 22 inches. So for here, I'm going to be marking 21 inches because I want it to be a little bit slant, so that it will not just be straight. So I have this like this. So I'm going to connect it from the slope of the shoulder down. So this is the wideness of the sleeve I'm working with, so you can extend it inside now. So once you are done with that, now you go ahead to measure your hip line and the length of the dress. So you are starting from the shoulder line, the hip line, and the length of the gown. So my hip is 26, so I have 26 marked out here, and also I will mark the length of the dress, which is 56 inches here, and I will use the remaining as my folding allowance for the hem line. So now that we are done, now on the hip line, now so now on the hip line, this is my hip line now. So on the hip line, you are determining how wide you want it to be. My hip divided by 4 is 10.5, so I'm adding 4 inches extra to the measurement. I don't want it to be too big. So if you want yours to be big, you can add like 5 or 6 inches, but 4 inches is okay by me. So whatever I have here, that is 14.5. So I'm taking it straight to this point here, 14.5. So I'll just mark it down like this. So this extension here, I'm going to be extending it inside like this. So this is my sleeve, and this is where the measurement is coming. So I'm just going to be making a slice curve connecting these 2 points together like this. So you just make a curve here to connect it. You can't cut it straight like this, so you make a slice curve around this place. So whatever you have on this hip line is what will be taken straight down to the hem of the dress. Okay, so on the hem of the dress, you know that on both sides there is a slit, so you determine how high you want the slit to be. So for me, I'll be stepping out by 17 inches from the gown length, excluding the hem rolling allowance. So I'm going up by 17 inches. So this is where my slit is going to be starting from. And also for the pocket, if you are going to be fixing a pocket, to know where the pocket is going to be, my waist is 17 inches. So I'm going to be stepping down by 1 inch from the waist, which is 18 inches. So this is where the pocket is going to be starting from. So when I'm cutting now, I'm going to notch this part to know where my pocket is starting from. Then with this now, we can go ahead to cut out. So with this now, we'll go ahead to cut it out. So watch as I cut. We are going to be cutting the back. We are going to be cutting the back neckline first. You know, the two neck the front and back are together. So we cut out the back shape. Alright, so for the pockets now, I'm just going to notch the area so I will know where I'm going to be fixing the pocket. So now that we are done now, we can go ahead and remove the one that is on the inside, which is we are going to be using for the back. I will remove it now, fold this one over again, this one over, then go ahead. Alright, so now that we are done with this now, I will go ahead and cut out the facing. So we'll be using facing to turn the neck area. Alright, so for the Ankara patches now, you're just going to be using leftover of different prints of Ankara. So I have about 4 of them here like this. So these are the patches of Ankara. These are the Ankaras I'm going to be using for the circle patches. So to cut the circle patches, you have 2 ways. So some people will use, they will just go to their house, maybe their kitchen, any round shape you have. You can use a cover of a plastic or anything to get the shape. But if you can't get that, there's another way you can get it. So you just cut out your pattern paper like this. So here I think I have about 10 by 11 inches wide pattern paper. So I have this one here like this. So you just fold your pattern paper into 4. So you fold it 1 like this, then you flip it again and cut into and fold into 2, as if you want to cut a peplum, right? So after folding it into 4 like this, you are going to be determining the width of your patch paper and with the patch you want to cut. So for me, I don't want it to be too big, so I'm going to be using 3.5. So from this folded part here, I mark 3.5. So I'm going to be marking the 3.5 round because I don't want my patch to be too big or too small. So this 3.5 inches, it's okay for me. So connect together like this. So once you are done, you cut it out. So you open up your patch. So this is what I'll be using to cut out the patch of the Ankara. I'm using a circle patch. So if you want to use, you can cut it in any shape of your choice. It can be a square patch, it can be heart shape, it can be any shape, but I'm sticking with this circle patch. So to cut it on the fabric now, you just fold your fabrics together. You can cut as many patch as you want. You can do as many patch as you want. It all depends on you. So you just make sure you fold it, then you put your patch paper on it like this, then you cut out the shape. So I'll just go ahead to cut this one out like this. Okay, so for this one here now, I have about 4 of them here already. So I'll go to another fabric. I will do the same thing till I get the desired number of patch I want. So I have another one here like this. So once I'm done cutting all the patches of the Ankara, I'll be putting the hairstay as the interface on the wrong side. So I'll put the hairstay on the wrong side like this, then I'll go ahead to weave the edge so as to finish it. You go ahead to weave the edge of the of each patch. Alright, so for the Ankara patches, this is what I have here. I later did not end up weaving it because there was no light when I wanted to do it. So I just taped it, the edges with bias like this, and it came out nice and very neat. So here I have 10 patches, so you can do as many as you want. So now these patches, now I've gone ahead for my front bodies. I've turned the neckline and I've also gum it down with my 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum. So this is the right side of the front bodies like this. So you're going to place it flat on your table, then you start the arrangement of this one. So there is no specific direction, there's no specific measurement on how to arrange it. You just play around with it. So let's start with it. So I will just keep on arranging it till I get the perfect arrangement I want for mine. Alright, so I think I'm okay with these arrangements that I have here. So I'll just go ahead now and pin it. Now the most important thing when you're arranging this is to make sure that each of the circle overlap each other. You can see that they are on each other. So that is one of the one important thing that you need to put into notice when you are arranging it. You must make sure that each of the circle overlap each other. So now to fix this on the dress, now we have two ways of fixing it. Like I'm pinning it down now, you can take it straight to your sewing machine and just stitch the edges of the circle, or you can just put your 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum on the parts where each of the circles overlap. You can put the your 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum there and iron it down. So this will give you a neater effect, but it always takes time. So if you are looking at something very neat and you don't mind the time it's going to take you, so you just go ahead to fix it with 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum first. So you are going to be putting 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum under each of the patches like this. So we just cut 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum. I like to double mine, so I'll put it like this, like this part here. Now I'm going to put it under here. We press it down. I'll put it on under all of this circle where they overlap each other. Then we'll take it to the sewing machine to sew. Alright, so now I'm done gumming it down with the 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum. All of the edges are well fixed on the fabric. So I've brought it to the sewing machine. Now it's time to sew. So I'm going to be following the former stitch line in which I used to pipe it. So I'll just follow it like this, join it to this other one, join it, so I'll be able to sew each of the circles together. When you are doing it, please be patient, no rushing, so that you have a very neat outcome. Alright, so this is the result of what I got after stitching it down. You see that it is very well relaxed. Even you can check out the wrong side. The wrong side also is very relaxed. So that's the importance of using 𝐓𝐿𝐷 gum first before you take it to your sewing machine. So I haven't done that now. This is the back bodice now. I've also turned the neck of the back. So I'm going to be taking the right side, facing the right side of the fabric, and joining them together on the shoulder. So the right side of the front facing the right side of the back together like this. Then I'm going to be stitching them together on the shoulder. I will use this shoulder facing to turn the neckline on this part and also on the other side. So once I'm done with that, I will go ahead to roll. I will join the shoulders together then I'll go ahead to roll the sleeve by 1 inch allowance. All right, so I've joined the shoulder together, and also I've hemmed the sleeve area. So the next thing we are going to be doing is you're going to relax your fabric like this. Don't forget the parts where we notch for the shoulder. So we notches for the front and both the back. So I've gone ahead to cut out the pocket part. So I have 4 pieces of this here. This is about 7.5 inches wide, and the depth depends on how deep you want it to be. So I'm going to be taking each of this patch here. I'm going to be placing it on the parts I notched. I'm going to placing it on the patch I notched. From this part here, I will sew it down. So I will do it for all the 4 sides. All right, so after I've sewn the pockets to each of the sides, so this one is for this side, the front, and also the back. So the last thing we're going to be doing for this our beautiful bubu dress is to stitch together on the side. So you make sure that the shoulder line is equal and also equal here on the arm part. So we're stitching it by 1 inch. So you start from the sleeve area here, so you stitch it around. When you get to the pockets here, you go in by 0.5 around the pocket, then you stitch it down to where our 17 inches is that I'll be using for the slit on the side. So 17 inches from the hem. So we'll stop it here, then I will roll the hem, the slit here, and also the edge. So I'll go ahead to do that and show you the outcome. All right, so this is what the outcome is looking like. I'm so in love with this bubu dress. So thank you for joining us in our class today. I hope you're able to learn something new in the class. We'll see you in the next class.